welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mpumi Simelane. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the love. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and engage with my channel. And thank you to all my day one subscribers. Please don't mind the noise. It's the weekend, there's load shedding, and the kids are just fussing. So, but anyway, since there was load shedding, I just figured let me take this chance to sit down and film this little story time for you guys. And I hope that you guys will enjoy it. Let's get straight into it. My story time is about how I ghosted my baby daddy. Now, okay, I'm not gonna go through the whole being a baby mama, baby daddy type of thing. It was not part of the dream, but it's part of the reality. So anyway, just to like fast, we worked together. He's an ex-colleague. We met at work. We got along. He was a nice guy. I was a nice girl, and we weren't really in a relationship. No, we was not in a relationship. We was not dating. He was not one of the guys I've ever been in love with in my life. He was just those guys I got along with. We had good chemistry. He was funny. I was funny. We had a good working relationship. And unfortunately, our working relationship led to something else that created a baby. So fast forward to now, me being a baby mama. I gave birth in 2019. Yes, my son is turning 4 next month in March. So I gave birth in 2019, and me and him were already not together because we weren't together in the first place. That's the thing that I would like people to understand. I was never in a relationship with this person. We've never been in a relationship. Um, there's no love there. He was just that person. It wasn't even a friends with benefits type of a thing. No, he was just that person where you just meet someone and you just get along with them and you guys have good chemistry and there's just good laughs and good vibes and good times and all of that. And one thing always leads to another, and unfortunately in our case it led to a baby. But yeah, we were never in a relationship, we were never dating, we've never been exclusive or anything like that. So hence I refer to him now as my sperm donor, because sperm donors are non-existent, they are anonymous, we do not recognize them. So during my pregnancy, he had moved to a different province. I'll be sketchy about the details, don't mind. But anyway, during my pregnancy, I believe I was 7 months pregnant. Yeah, I was 7 months pregnant when he took a transfer and moved to another province. And by that time, things were not good between us, because things were good in the beginning of my pregnancy. But as the pregnancy went along, um, things just weren't so good anymore. Vibes were not there anymore. You know how once you're pregnant or once there's a child, things just change. So it was just one of those situations. So he took a transfer, moved to a different province, and I was left all by myself to go to antenatal classes and all of that, and the clinic and all of that, all by myself, give birth by myself. My baby was born 2 weeks past his due date, so I had to get an emergency C-section. He was never part of that. So yeah, it was just a traumatic time in my life, a very traumatic time in my life, but a traumatic time that left me with a very good gift, that is my son. So through all of that, he wasn't part of that. He wasn't here when I gave birth. He's literally never met my son. Like Bible. Apart from the photos or videos or anything that I used to send to him, or the video calls we used to do when my child was first born, like in the first maybe year and a half to 2 years that my son was born. I would then communicate with him, because being a mother and being the person that I am, because I am naturally a good person, I was trying my best to like get him involved, make things work, even though he lived in a different province. I still wanted him to be like involved, so we would do the video calling. I would send him photos, I would post, send him videos and all of that. If it was a birthday, I would send him pictures and all of that, but he just never met me halfway. He just always seemed so disinterested in my pregnancy, disinterested in the baby or me giving birth, or he doesn't know any of the experiences that I went through, even with giving birth and all of that. Because when I was actually going to give birth, we were not on speaking terms. So I had just sent him a text and informed him that I was going to the hospital. My baby was overdue, and I'm getting an emergency C-section, and that's that. And then I also sent him a text when I was leaving the hospital to say, okay, everything is fine, the baby's here, it's a boy, we're getting discharged, and that's that. And then after that, I then tried to get him like involved, tried to get him to participate and all of that. And for me, the thing is that it was never financially. I'm one person that never cares about finances. Even my family knows. If there's groceries to be bought, I'm there. If there's clothes to be bought, I'm there. If we need a new couch, I'm there. I'm just genuinely that person. For me, in whatever relationship that I get into or whatever friendship that I get into, it's never financially related. I'm one person that never really focuses on finances. Finances are always the last thing for me. So it was never really a financial type of situation, because we've known each other for years, and he knows that I've always been stable financially. I've always been that girl that takes care of myself, that does my hair, gets my nails done, buys my own groceries, always looks good and all of that. I've always been that person. Yes, over the years, through my experiences and ordeals and everything that I've gone through, I've learned to realize that some things are not as important as other things. So hence I have more of a natural look, if I can put it like that, for now. I would love to go back to a point where I'm that it girl again, where I do my nails and my hair and I'm always on point. I would love to go back to being that girl again. But for now, I'm more focused on the relevant things that I need to do and my life that I need to push and things that I need to make happen. I have so many responsibilities right now. And so for now, I'm just focused on that. But he knows that I've always been a financially stable person. So for me, it was never a matter of finances. Yes, I would appreciate it if he would have contributed and helped. It's a baby. I don't know what to do. I don't know how much nappies cost and all of that. And I will say that financially, it did at some point take a toll on me, because I was never ready for it in the first place. I was just used to going to Mr. Price. I was used to going out to the movies. That's what my money used to do. And now my money must buy nappies. My money must buy clothes to go to the clinic. Like, things just changed rapidly. And yes, I would have loved for him to help and contribute where he could and all of that. But being the independent person that I've always been, I hate chasing after other people. Even my own family knows. I I hate chasing after other people. I hate it with my heart and soul. I'm the type of person that believes if something needs to be get done, let's just do it, get it over and done with, and go to sleep at night. I'm that kind of person. So if I have to call you 15 times or text you or talk to you about the same thing over and over, it bugs me. It bugs me. There's nothing that bugs me more than inconsiderate people, because I'm a very considerate person. I'm a very generous person. I share, I take charge. I'm just that kind of person. I'm involved. And so I don't like people that lack consideration. And so in this part, I felt that I just couldn't take the whole chasing after someone, having to beg someone, please help me with this. Do you know anything about this? I'm looking for a nursery school for the child, because I still had to go back to work after my maternity leave, and I'm like, I need a creche. I need to find a creche. Are you gonna assist me with it and all of that? And he gave me some excuse about how's he gonna assist me with a creche that he didn't even look for or anything like that, you know. So it's just those types of situations that just led me to believe that, you know what, I'm not gonna beg after this nigga. I'm not that kind of person. I'm the girl that gets things done, and that's how I prefer it to be. Because when I go to sleep at night, I always believe that I want to sleep like I'm dead. I've seen people sleeping in the mortuary. When I go to sleep, I want to sleep like I'm those people. I want to be lights out, knock out like I'm drunk and I've never been drunk in my life. But every night when I go to sleep, I'm that girl. I want to sleep like I'm going to sleep forever and not wake up, you know. And so I don't like issues. I don't like drama. I don't like confrontation. I don't like problems. Please excuse me. Let me close this door because one of these kids just rushed in here just to look at me looking at the camera. Anyway, back to my story. So I'm just that kind of person. And so for me, it just became a matter of I get quickly impatient with people, you know, and a lot of my friends or associates or people that I know, that is one thing they will tell you about me. I get easily impatient with people. Like, especially when I want something to get done. Yes, there's things I don't care about that are not so serious where I'm like, whatever, you know. But then there's like those deal breaker things where I'm like, you know what, I cannot go to sleep tonight if this thing is not done. And if you are going to stand in my way of me getting the thing done before I go to sleep, we are going to have a problem, you know. So I'm just that kind of person. I don't like confrontation. I don't like drama. I don't like unnecessary conversations about unnecessary things, you know. I just like to see things being done or see things get done. And that's just the kind of person that I am. So I get very impatient with people that slack. I get very impatient with people that drag their feet. I get very impatient with people that want to be begged and told something 100 times. I'm just not that kind of girl. You know, I want to go to sleep. That's the whole mission. I wake up, I go to sleep. Anything that happens in between must be fast, 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 you know, so that I can go to sleep again, you know. And so that's when I decided. And when I made this decision, it was something that I've been thinking about for many, many months because I realized that. Yes, in the beginning, he would try and ask, how are you guys doing? Are you guys okay? If I posted something, he would comment, why do you guys look angry or whatever? You know, like he would make funny jokes and all of that, you know. He was involved at some point, you know. But as time went along, I started to realize, or I started to feel like I was the one that was pushing everything. If I don't say anything, he doesn't say anything, you know. So it became a matter of me feeling like I was the one that was pushing him or forcing him to participate, when in actual fact, he really couldn't care less whether he participates or not, you know. That's when I then decided, and we had not had an argument, there was no fight, there was no nothing. I actually remember it was just after his birthday, um, because I remember I sent him a text saying happy birthday, and I don't think he realized at that point that that was the last words he would ever receive from me. You know, even I didn't know that those were the last words that I would actually say to him, you know. But prior to me ghosting him, things were fine, things were cool, you know. Um, we had not had an argument in a long time, you know. I would post things, he would comment, you know, like things were good. We were not in a bad space, you know. But I just felt like I was dragging him, man, you know, like yes, you know, like I was just dragging this wagon with me, you know. And I just felt like, no, you know what, cut, we are not doing this, you know. I don't want to be dragging this thing anymore, you know. And so because I remember my son's birthday was in March and his birthday is in April. So on my son's birthday, he never contributes to anything. He doesn't buy a gift, nothing like that. He did say happy birthday and asked me to send him birthday pictures and all of that, because when my son turned 2, I had a whole birthday party thing for him at my sister's house. So I then took photos of the whole birthday celebration and the kids being happy and the cake and all of that. And I sent him the photos and all of that. And he did say happy birthday and that, even though he didn't contribute, he wasn't involved or anything like that, which I appreciated, you know. But it just, that birthday for me just made me realize that this is not the life I want to live. This is not the life I want for my son. I love my son with all of my heart. And so I cannot have someone that loves my son half-heartedly be in my son's life, you know. And so after my son's birthday, I had consciously made this decision. I just hadn't acted on it yet. And I wasn't sure when I was going to act on it. But I had already made that decision in my head and in my heart that it was time and this is what I wanted to do and this is what I was sure I wanted to do, you know. And that's why there was no arguing, there was no hatred, there was no ill treating of anybody, there was no drama, there was nothing like that, you know. Everything was nice, everything was peaceful. I would call him because he lived in the other province. We would call, we would laugh, and you know, like things were good, you know, we were good. But I remember after I sent him that birthday text on his birthday, and something in me just said, this is the last one. This is the last one. And surely it was. It was the last one. Because after that, till today, he has never received a text, a phone call, a photo, a video, nothing from me. Not even accidentally. You know, like my son would play with my phone and WhatsApp random people or make phone calls to random people, but never his number. Not even by accident, not even by fault, nothing. Absolutely, in the past 2 years, he has never received so much as a text, a please call me, an accidental WhatsApp, nothing. And it's not that I've blocked him or anything like that. He's not blocked on anything. I still keep his number. He's still on my WhatsApp. I haven't blocked him. Um, we don't communicate over social media because I don't communicate with anybody that I know really over social media. My social media is just my space, you know, where I post my things on my Instagram. Sure, if you go and check out my social media, I don't have a problem with that. You know, I'm not that kind of person that's going to be all finicky and fussy about someone looking at my social media profile. So if you go on my Facebook or my Instagram or anything, it's not like there's anything scary you're going to find there. You're just going to find pictures of me and my son, you know. So I really don't mind when people go through my social media, you know, and I post things on my social media that I would like for people to see in the first place. So hence I don't have a problem with people going through my social media. So whether or not he does that or he doesn't do that for whatever reasons, I don't know. But on my side, I don't go on his social media. I literally just, I cut off, I ghost, I went out, lights out, Eskom, boom, you know. So I don't go on his social media. I don't check out his social media. I don't check out anything that he does on his social media. Even if it does change, like his profile picture on his WhatsApp and all of that, I really don't even feel anything because I wasn't in love with this person in the first place. We were just good people, good friends, good colleagues that got along, and unfortunately, we happened to have a child together. So I have no romantic feelings towards him. So for me, it's just a matter of you gave me a sperm. So yeah. Moving on, you know, moving on. Would I like him to be involved? Sure, I'm a parent, you know, and being a single parent is not an easy thing. Don't let people lie to you and fool you. Being a single parent has been one of the hardest things I have had to go through because 24/7, this child is mine. Anything that happens to that child is my problem, you know. So the child must go to the clinic. The child must go to school. The child must get clothes. The child must eat. The child's tummy is sore. The child must drink castor oil. Everything that is the problem's child is ultimately your problem, you know. And so, yes, I would have loved and wished for him to be present and involved as a parent and help, because that's what I would have expected from the kind of guy that he was, and the kind of person that he was, and the kind of person that I knew, you know. So I was very shocked when things suddenly turned around and he just changed to be this person that I don't know, because I've always known him for years. I knew him like for years before I got pregnant, and I knew him as a different person than the person that I was now faced with now that we had a child together, you know. And so yes, I would have loved for him to be present. I would have loved for him to participate, being the good guy that I knew him to be. But things didn't turn out that way, and I just had to pick up the pieces and move on with my life. And that is currently what I do at the present moment. I'm just living. I'm just interested in living. I don't want no drama in my life. I don't want complications. I don't want unnecessary conversations. I don't want to be fighting with nobody. I don't want nobody's negative energy. I just am not for it. So that's why I decided I was gonna ghost him. It was a conscious decision. It was a decision I made full-heartedly, having thought about it for months, and I decided it was time. And so, do I regret it? Not really. Do I think it was wrong or it was right? I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me if I was wrong or if I was right. Is it a good thing to do or not? I don't know. But for me, at the present moment, it works for me, because the only thing I always aim for in my life is peace. Hence, I get things done and I go to sleep. Because the one thing that is major, major important to me in my life, and everybody knows this about me, is peace. I like peace. I like quiet. I like silence. I like things to go smooth. And that's just it. So for now, I think it works for me. I think if he wanted to be involved, or if he was concerned about me ghosting him or me going silent on him, I think he would have said something. But the fact that it's been 2 years of no communication, and he has not bothered himself to send a text or ask what's wrong or anything like that. So yeah, it's just a matter of, I think if he wanted to be involved and if he was genuinely concerned, he would have said something about it. But the fact that it's been 2 years of us not calling or texting each other, or him asking where's my son or anything like that, just gives me that satisfaction, I guess, that I didn't make the wrong decision. I made the right decision. He never cared to be involved in the first place. He doesn't care to be involved. He doesn't care about his son. He doesn't care about me. And so why do I need to bother myself? But yeah, you guys can let me know in the comment section if you think me ghosting him was a good thing or not. Is it healthy or not? Is it gonna have like good or bad repercussions for me? Because at the present moment, I'm really not worried about the future. Please don't tell me about when my son is 18 years old. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, my son was 1 year old. Where was he? Nowhere. So, I don't want to know about the future. But yeah, yeah, just let me know. Do you guys think it was a good thing, or do you guys think I should communicate with him or keep trying for the sake of my son? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's my story time of how I'm a single mother and how I ghosted my baby daddy. Am I gonna look for him? Nah, no, I'm not gonna look for him. I've got my own coins. I'm not gonna look for him. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time, and I will see you guys back here again next time. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. 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 Bye.